not leaving here until I get some answers from you. Keeping something like this a secret from me?
Your fiancé begged me to, all right?
Jamie learns the shocking truth.
Why didn't you tell me that you knew that Vicky was pregnant?
It's because I love you.
The explosive confrontation.
Do you still want to be with me, or is it over?
Another World, weekdays. Is on.
You!
And everyone wants a piece of the action.
I think I'm on to something. You are alive. Something very wrong here.
What is it like living a life with no sense of morality?
The greatest. The stakes are high and the Joker's wild on the Emmy winner, Santa Barbara, this week.
Peter Fonda and what's-his-face never had this much trouble in Easy Rider. Ow!
Yeah, well, they didn't go down a dirt road in the desert either.
Well, the next thing we have to do is track down Nathan. Obviously, no word of his past.
Well, I think the first thing we do is we get ourselves cleaned up, get something to eat.
I'm going to make a phone call first.
All right, well, how you can do that? Don't have a dime. That girl took everything we had.
I memorized the code to my credit card. Hello?
Aiden, hi. It's Julia. Is Cruz there?
Hi, he's been trying to reach you. Where have you been?
I've been trying to get to Vegas. I'm here now.
Las Vegas? Yeah, it's a long story. I'm following a lead on Mason, and if there's any chance that I can find him, I'm going to do it. Is Cruz around? No, he's in Mexico City. He got a tip that a man fitting Mason's description boarded a plane there.
Mexico?
When did they see the guy?
Well, look, I don't know. Cruz didn't give me any details. He just left. Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I can handle it from here. I'm just going to call in every now and then and see if he's checked in. Okay. Well, I'm praying you find Mason. Me too. Take care, Eden.
Okay, bye.
You have your nerve showing your face here after everything that you've done to us?
I wouldn't be here unless I had a good reason, Cece.
Where's your cameraman? No hidden tape recorder in your bag? What is it, huh?
This is a personal visit. I told you, I don't like to mix my personal and my professional life.
What you told me, and what is the truth, bear little resemblance. I want you out of my house and off my property now.
Not until you see this. This is the story that's going to air tonight.
Careful, careful.
Okay, so I think I can make it.
Are you sure?
Well, tell you what, let me try.
Whoa, come here. Come on. Oh, I knew it was too soon for you to try it on your own.
Damn. What do I keep getting so dizzy like this for?
Scott said this would probably happen for a while because of the concussion.
Yeah, well, that's just great. That's great. I mean, the bullet wound is healing fine, but I can't be satisfied with just getting shot. No, I have to fall down and crack my head as well.
You'll be fine. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah. And here you are playing nursemaid to me, huh?
Well, I don't mind taking care of you. You know that.
Actually, I have to admit that I've kind of enjoyed spending these past few days with you. I mean, you playing nursemaid to me and all.
Well...
You know, I was actually thinking that...
Hello.
Look, Kelly, I love you, all right? I can't go on like this. You got to let me see you.
No, I'm sorry. You have the wrong number.
Wait, hold on, Kelly.
Haven't you put her through enough?
Shut up.
Let her ride.
Oh, Keith, wake up.
Oh, I almost broke the bank.
No, you didn't. That was last night, and you almost broke our bank, Keith. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're living in a linen closet. I mean, that we've actually sunk this low.
Oh, honey, we've sunk lower than this before.
Yeah, well, I never thought I was going to sink this low again.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to straighten up around here. With our luck, we're going to be staying here for a while.
Oh, honey, all I need is a couple bucks. All I need is a couple bucks.
And you
I can
better turn it into
a
a meal, or I'm going to strangle you. I am starving to death.
All right, okay, let's eat.
Oh, yeah, fat chance of that. All I want to do, Keith, is go home, but first we have to find Mason, and then take him home.
Mason's not here. This isn't his kind of place, believe me.
If he's here, we're going to find him.
We have to.
All right, first, what do you say we get something to eat, huh?
How do you suggest we do that?
I'm going to talk to the manager. I'll explain this week.
Oh, this I gotta see. Let's go.
Look, man, I'm not listening to another lecture from you, all right?
Hey, of course not. Of course not. Of course, T.J. Daniels just doesn't listen to anyone, does he?
That's enough.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
You got no part in this anyway.
Look at this. Look at your life, man. You have been hopping from one bar to the next, from one woman to the next. Maybe you ought to start listening to someone else.
Listen to me, man. You don't think I know what my life has been like, huh? Why do you think I'm so hung up on Kelly, right? Everything is different with that girl. That's why I love her. Why can't you see that? Why can't anybody see that?
Well, I think she has made it pretty darn clear that she does not want you, T.J.
That's not true. That's not true, man. The only reason she's with Jeffrey at all is out of guilt over what happened to him.
Oh, did you ever stop to think that what happened to Jeffrey might have made Kelly think that she still loves him?
No! That marriage is over, man. And the more she's in it, the more she suffers by dragging it out. And I'm not gonna let her do that. I'm not gonna let her do that.
Are you comfortable?
Yes, yes. Very comfortable.
Good, good. I'll go make you something to eat.
Kelly, I don't need anything to eat right now.
Yeah, but Scott said it's going to be important.
I've had plenty to eat. Could you just sit down for a moment?
Well, I don't mind. I can just go prepare a meal.
I know you don't mind. And you've been great throughout all of this. But you've been so busy taking care of me, we haven't had a chance to talk to each other,
All right? Okay,
Just...
all right. Okay. I spoke to Lieutenant Mullins this morning, and he said that the police don't have any new leads on who might have shot you.
So what? They think it was a simple robbery case?
Yeah, but they're still anxious to find whoever it was that called the paramedics for you.
Yeah, well, whoever it was, they must have had their reasons for not wanting to come forward.
Well, the important thing now is just for you to get better.
Telling me I'm going to go crazy if I have to lie around like this much longer.
Well, you don't have to worry about your job. They've called several times just to see if you were all right and to let you know that your job would be waiting for you.
Kelly, my work is not my main concern right now.
Yeah, I know. And it shouldn't be. You should just worry about getting better. And that means following Scott's instructions. And that means eating.
Kelly, we have been together for 2 solid days in this house without talking. And I know our marriage wasn't in the best shape before this happened, but we can't keep avoiding it like this. And maybe this is a chance for us to try and do something about it. Jeffrey. Look, before you say anything, I know I made a lot of mistakes. And I don't know why it takes something like this to open people's eyes, but you see, when I was lying in that hospital bed, there was only one thing on my mind, and that was you. And how much I loved you. Kelly, I know we can make this work. I know.
Hi. Hope I'm not coming at a bad time.
No, please come in.
Oh, great. Hi, Jeffrey. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm a little dizzy, but I'm being very well taken care of.
Does Cruz have any news on Mason?
Actually, he's on his way to New Mexico following a lead, and Julie and Michael are in Las Vegas doing exactly the same thing.
Do any of the leads look promising at all?
Well, you know, I'm afraid to get my hopes up. But I think there's enough information, and I think we have to sit down with Daddy. We have to tell him that we think Mason's still alive.
She's gone. That was close.
Talk about divine providence.
What are you talking about, Keith? We almost just got caught.
We're caught, schmuck. We're gonna be traveling first class from here on out.
What are you doing with those?
Honey, use your imagination with these. These are master keys. We can get any suite in the place. If Mason's in here, we'll find him. I mean, honey, and think about heart-shaped bathtubs and king-size beds.
Keith, think about 5 to 10 in the Nevada
I'm not
State
gonna get
Penitentiary.
cold. What? Now, what have we here? Huh?
What's that for?
Oh, honey, come on. Where's the woman I married? The woman who got out scheme and out connive anybody. Look, with this, you can legitimately get into any room you want.
You want me to dress up like a maid and clean people's rooms?
Oh, honey, listen, do you know how much tips they give in a place like this? You get that money, I'll win all the money back and more.
Keith, I am not going to clean rooms and scrub sinks and change linen so you can gamble away my tips at the gambling table.
Honey, do you think I'd ask my wife to stoop this low if there were any way around it?
Yes, I do. Now, what else is back here?
Nothing. There's nothing. Honey, there's nothing.
Oh, yes, there is. Look at this. Oh, yes. And there's some pants here, too. I think it would be a perfect fit.
You can't expect me to do this.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Honey, but a goose isn't district attorney of Santa Barbara. Babe, listen, I have my integrity.
Integrity, Keith. Who are you kidding? This is mild compared to some of the things you pulled as district attorney of Santa Barbara. Now, I'll tell you what. I am not willing to do this alone. So unless you're willing to dress up and do this along with me, you can forget about it. I want to eat. I want us to pool our tips, and we look for Mason. Or we can starve to death. Take your choice.
Calling Philip Morris.
I always love a man in a uniform.
Said the manager would meet us here. Hope it doesn't take too long. It's starving.
You know, I should have asked Eden to wire us money. I didn't even think about it.
No problem. Once I explain the situation, I'm sure we'll get lots to eat.
You don't exactly fit in here, you know.
Why?
A priest in a casino, I don't know. Somehow that doesn't work for me.
Haven't led a sheltered life, Julie.
I know. I keep trying to remind myself of that.
Excuse me. I'm Russell Flynn, the manager of the hotel.
How do you do? I'm Father Michael Donnelly. This is Julia Wainwright.
How do you do?
Mr. Flynn, we're in a bit of a bind.
Oh?
We came here to look for a man.
This man.
And on the way here, we were robbed.
Well, that's terrible.
His name is Mason Capwell. Have you seen him? Do you recognize him?
No.
Mr. Flynn, wait a minute. His picture was in the paper saying that he won the big jackpot right in this casino.
Those people don't generally stick around very long. So you weren't saying you were robbed in the casino?
No. A girl, when we were driving along, she stopped us. She took our credit card, she took our money, and she took the car.
Boy, that's tough. So how'd you happen to get here?
A motorcycle. We found a motorcycle.
Well, that's lucky.
Mr. Flynn, we would like to stay here and question people about this man.
Are you with the police?
I'm the assistant district attorney of Santa Barbara.
Are you with the DA's office, too?
No, actually, I'm a priest.
A priest?
Yes. Our problem is just that at present, we don't...
You've got no money.
That's correct.
Well, exactly. See, that's why if we could just have a room just to clean up a little and have something to eat, and then I'll wire for some money. It'll be here in no time, really.
So you're asking me for one room for you and the father here to share?
Yes.
No.
No, I mean, it's not... I was just trying to make it simple. Look, the important thing is that I find this man.
I gotta tell you, I've heard a lot of stories in the years I've been manager of this joint, but the two of you really top them all.
Mr. Flynn, this isn't a story, it's the truth, and it's very urgent that I find this man.
Okay, look. I remember that picture from the paper. The guy was a vagrant who played his last quarter.
Look, it's very possible that he is suffering from amnesia.
Well, I'm not. And I've heard every scam that's come down the pipe, and this one's not going to work.
You have a lousy attitude, you know that?
Cool it, sister, or you'll get tossed out of here. Look, I'm sorry you lost all your money, but nobody forced you to come here and gamble. I'll tell you what. Here are 2 coupons for free economy breakfasts on the house. Have something to eat, then be on your way. And I don't want to see you hassling any of my customers. Enjoy your breakfast, Father.
You're a real sport.
On the surface of it, come on, the story looks a little unlikely.
Well, he's not going to stop me from finding Mason.
Right. But for now, we got a couple free breakfasts, and then we're going to start asking questions.
You two must be new.
Oui, monsieur. We are very new.
And eager to please, sir.
Well, that's what I like to hear. Get the people up early, out of their room, and playing money in the casino.
Oui, monsieur.
Well, keep up the good work.
Oui, monsieur. Please stop. Well, something about the outfit makes you feel French.
Let's get upstairs and get those tips.
That was the worst breakfast I ever ate, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, well, I didn't even notice how it tasted. I was so hungry.
All right, now I think we should just ask a lot of questions around here and try not to get kicked out.
I think we should split up. Do you have 2 photos?
Yeah, here.
All right, we should talk to the employees first, all right? Dealers, waitresses, bellboys. Those are the people that are here 8 hours a day.
It's a good... Excuse me. Could you help me? This is very important. Can you tell me if you've seen this man? His name is Mason Capwell. He's been missing for 2 months, and I understand that he won a big jackpot here a couple days ago.
He does look familiar.
Are you sure?
I can't be positive with so many people in and out.
Please. Please just look again. It's very important that we find him. Have you seen him in the last 24 hours?
I was thinking of somebody else. I haven't seen this person. Sorry.
Thanks.
There's another bellboy. Maybe we should ask him.
Looks a little busy at the moment. Why don't we start with the dealers and the waitresses?
All right, that's a good idea.
$1 for a hernia? I lock her brassieres and her... what is this, gold bullion? D-cell batteries? Seven. Come on. And that's my report for the evening. This is Lydia Saunders saying good night from Santa Barbara. Well, aren't you going to say anything?
What would you like me to say? Good show.
I thought you would at least like it better than the other version.
This is the version you were supposed to be telling in the beginning. What do you want from me? Gratitude for not vilifying my family on public television?
No. I just wanted you to know that I wasn't airing the other story.
No. Which caused us a lot of grief just by threatening it.
I apologize for that. When you do stories the way I do them, always going for the bigger ratings, sometimes you forget where to draw the line.
I'm glad you did this version.
It wasn't just a professional decision, you know.
No?
No. I realized that I couldn't bring myself to hurt you that much. And I hope it's not too late.
For what?
To salvage whatever it is you and I had.
We'll have to think about that.
That's fair.
And, even more than fair, in the report, you took a lot of good shots. Everything above the belt, I can handle that.
Oh, I think you're a man who could pretty much handle just about anything.
Lydia. We'll talk.
Look forward to it.
I think it's important that Daddy hear about Mason from us and not some anonymous phone call and, God forbid, Lydia Saunders.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. When he came to see Jeffrey, we both felt so strange about not saying anything to him.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I called Ted. He's going to meet me at the house. Why don't you come with me?
I can't. I need to stay with Jeffrey.
No. Hey, look, if you want to go, I'm all right.
No, you're still having dizzy spells, and Scott said that while that is going on, you're not to be left alone. In fact, I need to get one of his prescriptions refilled, so could you stay with Jeffrey for a while?
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Just take a few minutes. I'll be back.
Take your time. You have one strict nurse.
Yes. She's been great. Actually, I'm glad that you and we have this time to talk. I'm sure Kelly told you that things haven't been too good between us of late.
Actually, what Kelly and I have talked about is...
I'm not asking you to betray her confidence. I'd never do that. I just meant it as a statement of fact. But, you know, the last few days, I've started to believe again that there really is a chance we can get it back.
I think you should tell Kelly that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Look, Eden, you can tell me I'm not fooling myself, am I? You know what Kelly and I had. It really was something special, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we'll get it back again. I know we will. Look, I'm gonna go get something to drink. Oh, you want something?
No. Oh, I'll get that for you.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Eden. Look, I gotta see Kelly, all right?
She's not here.
Okay, I'm not leaving without seeing her.
Look, she's not here. The last thing Pepper needs right now is to have you go barging into his house.
You just please tell her I'm here.
You know, if you really cared about her, you wouldn't do this.
Oh, what do you suggest I do, huh? Let her sit here and ruin her life, ruin both our lives?
I suggest you respect her feelings. Look, I know that what you're feeling is somewhat sincere, okay? But the fact is that he is hurt, and he needs her, and she's taking care of him. She's spending time with him. It's her choice.
And the only reason she's doing that is out of guilt.
I think it's amazing that you know exactly what she's thinking and what she wants. You know, Jeffrey is a good man.
I have nothing against Jeffrey,
Well, then
all right?
leave him alone. Leave them both alone. They have a chance to put their marriage back together. They are married. And if you don't give them that chance, if you ruin that for her, she's never going to forgive you.
Fine.
Bonjour, c'est moi, Fifi the maid. Scared me to death.
Oh, pardonnez-moi, Fifi. Open the door, babe.
Look, I can't find the right key. I don't know which one really works. What are you doing?
Just open the door.
I'm trying. Oh.
Ooh.
Look at this place.
What do you call this kind of decor?
I don't know, Vegas Splendor or something. Who's the guy in the picture?
That's Warren G. Harding, my second favorite president. See? Warren.
Oh. Welcome to the Warren Harding Presidential Suite. Mr. Harding was the first president elected by the woman's vote. During his short tenure, he ran one of the most corrupt administrations in history. Who's your favorite president?
Nixon. Room service? Yeah, hi, this is Mr. Carraway in the Warren Harding suite. I'd like to order breakfast. I'd like to, let's see, eggs Benedict for 2, lots of strawberries and cream, and a bottle of Dom Perignon. 20% service charge, okay? Just leave it at the door. My wife doesn't want to be disturbed right now. Thank you.
You've lost your mind. You've gone completely nuts this time.
A man must have what a man must have.
What are you doing here?
Bellhop. Can't you tell by the uniform?
Ask for a bellhop.
Oh, well, I thought about that. It must be some mix-up because I expected to see bags packed so I can take them downstairs, but apparently there isn't. So why don't you come downstairs and help me explain?
I'm going nowhere but that bed.
Well, I think it's important for you, sir, to come downstairs.
If you're not out of here in 5 seconds, I'm going to call the manager.
Sweet dreams.
Okay, what's so urgent?
Lydia came by a little while ago.
Is that supposed to interest me?
Well, if you would listen, I think it would. She brought a revised tape of the show that's going to air. And she's deleted all the personal references to the family. Like you and TJ, it's all gone. It's only going to be about my business and how I handle it. And I thought it might interest you, that's all.
Oh, my goodness, I can't even imagine what you had to do to get her to change her mind.
This was totally her idea.
You don't expect me to believe that, do you?
It's the truth. I don't have a hold over that woman.
Oh, please. I can tell by the way she looks at you. She has played you perfectly. First, she sizes up your enormous ego. And then she knows exactly how far to push, then backs off so she will have your eternal admiration and gratitude.
That is not the way it happened.
That is not the way you think it happened. You think that this whole thing had a happy ending because she had such a huge crush on you, and you handled it perfectly, which is probably the reason you invited me over here in the first place to flaunt it in my face.
That is a lie. I was just trying to please you. I don't understand you at all.
I know you don't.
Looking all over you.
Sure, you left me in that ape's room to fend for myself.
I was going to ring the fire alarm if you didn't get out.
Oh, that's a great idea, Keith. You left me there all by myself. You are the most insensitive, mean, selfish, rotten person I've ever known. Come on, we gotta find Mason.
We will. But first. Happy anniversary, Mrs. Timmons. It's been 3 weeks, give or take a day or two.
This is so sweet.
I saw this on cable TV.
Come on, I really want it, Keith. I really want it.
This is a good one.
I want whipped cream this time, babe.
Let's get some legs.
I think I got a stem. Any luck?
I have a feeling nobody looks at anybody's face in this town. How about you?
I talked to some people at the front desk. They kind of recognized him, but they weren't positive.
Great. The photographer that took the picture's not going to be in town until tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's perfect timing. What are we going to do?
We're going to find him. It's just going to take a little more time.
I know. I want to thank you for everything you've been doing. I appreciate it.
I didn't do anything yet.
You've done a lot. You've given me all your time helping me to find Mason, and you don't even know him.
It's important to me because it's important to you. I care about you. I want to see you happy. So I'm going to go to Preston to valet.
Okay, I'll check with the maids.
Good. And I'll meet you up on 2 again in an hour?
Yes, fine.
And now back to the Emmy Award-winning Santa Barbara.
Are you all right, miss?
Elvis, you are alive.
I hope people see my show. I'll make sure there's a seat in the front row for me.
Thanks.
No problem.
Can't be absolutely certain.
What we do know, Dad, is that it was not Mason's body that was found in that church.
When did you find out? When?
Last week.
You knew last week. You didn't tell me.
Dad, we just didn't want to build up your hopes in case he was.
My son could be alive and you didn't tell me. What the hell's wrong with you two?
Daddy, what are you doing? What are you
I'm
doing?
calling my security to help. I want them on top of it.
Bruce is already on top of this, and Julia
We're
has
still
already
trying
gotten
to
the
figure out why Mason hasn't tried to contact Julia or any of us, for that matter.
What am I supposed to do? Sit around? He might be sick. I want him home. I want
Well,
my
that's
son
what
home.
we all want.
He's alive. I know how to get him back home.
How?
A reward $1 million. $1 million. Anybody who brings him home.
That would work. How are we going to tell everybody about this, though?
I think I know exactly how we're going to tell everybody about this.
Wait a minute, look. What? I stuffed breakfast on you here.
Oh, what a break. I love what you do when you speak French.
Oh, we gotta get down to business. Excuse me. Have you ever seen this man?
No.
Well, wait a minute. Take a closer look. Are you sure?
I'm positive. Don't stand there. You're bringing me bad luck.
I'm gonna go ask questions over
No, wait a
here.
minute, Keith. I'll question her. Why don't you just start at the other side of the room? And remember why you're here.
I know. I'll be your hero. I'll be your hero.
You know you're not allowed in the casino area in uniform.
Oh, we saw it. I'm so sorry. Blackjack. Yeah. Oh, I just love it when I get
I
blackjack.
know. It sort of gives you a warm feeling, don't it?
Warm. Right, that's it. Ooh, I feel real warm.
Sort of like a religious experience when, you know.
I never thought of it like that, but you know, you're right. Especially when you play 50 bucks. Hey, how come you're not playing?
Well, they don't let me play here.
Why not?
I'm a professional and they know it.
Oh, you're a professional blackjack player? Do you think you could give me a couple of tips? Hit me.
All I'm having on the cards, babe. All right, now this time let's go for the big one. What do you say?
Are you sure?
Come on, man. No way you can lose this hand.
All right.
Trust me on here.
All right, I'm so nervous. Hit me. I'm busted.
I didn't know they had that.
I lost
my
500 bucks because of you.
Well, it's okay. We'll get it back.
Get away from me, honey. Get away from me. Get away from me. So nasty. Come on, money. 500 bucks? Sonny's gonna kill me.
Hi. One of the valets thinks he parked Mason's car 2 days ago.
What kind of car?
Well, that's the thing that makes me wonder. Was it pink, Cadillac, convertible?
That's not Mason's car. He wouldn't drive a pink.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but the guy's very definite.
Let's go check.
Can't let them find him first.
Jeffrey said he was feeling better when I saw him yesterday.
How's Kelly?
Why don't you go by and see him yourself?
There's been a strain between us.
I know, and I am not going to get caught in the middle of all this.
Well, I'm not expecting you to get caught in the middle. I just thought maybe I'd... Talk to you later.
Yeah. She told you to get lost, didn't she?
Get away from me. All right? You make me sick. Your whole family makes me sick. Just get out of my face.
Well, maybe you should go upstairs and lie down.
No. Not until you talk to me first.
I've been talking all day. I thought you were tired of hearing me by now.
Look, I know you care about me, Kelly. I just want to know if it goes any further than that.
I don't know.
You feel anything for what we had before?
Sometimes Jeffrey, I just don't want to rush into anything. Whatever happens, I want to be sure that it's right, that it's something that I've thought out.
So you haven't closed the doors totally?
No, I don't think so.
That's all I'm asking you, okay? If there's a chance that you and I can start over again.
I have a great deal of sympathy for your research, Eden, but this really doesn't qualify as a network story.
The reward my father is offering is $1 million.
$1 million?
We're giving you the opportunity for an exclusive, and in turn, you give us network coverage.
I get the only interviews.
Correct.
You know, after everything that's happened between the two of us, I was a little surprised that you called. Besides, aren't you starting to report your own stories now?
Well, after all, Lydia, we both know that I only do local. And I think my big brother's better than that. So you've got a story if you want it. What do you say?
I'll call my producer.
What do you think they're doing here? They're on their honeymoon. They're looking for Mason.
You must have seen his picture in the paper.
He's not even wearing his collar. He must be awfully uncomfortable in this atmosphere.
Oh, come on, what are you kidding me, priest? You ever seen the bingo games they play? We gotta make sure they don't get to Mason first.
Call the police. Have them arrested.
Oh, honey, come on. Listen, I didn't know they were coming. I'm sorry, I didn't steal the registration.
Well, make something up. You're good at that.
Wait, Julia's a lawyer. She can get out of those things.
Well, then we'll just have to be careful. Now, come on, I want to go check out the restaurant.
Julia sees me. I am dead. I am dead.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Come on, honey. Mother, hi.
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 Came over to see how Jeffrey's doing.
He's much better. He's upstairs sleeping.
Oh, maybe I should come back another time.
No, don't run away. As a matter of fact, Jeffrey and I were both kind of surprised that you haven't been by before now.
Were you? How are you?
I'm fine.
You've been with him here all the time?
Yes.
I'm glad.
Look, if you have something on your mind, I wish you would just come out and
All
say
right,
it.
I will. I do have something on my mind. When Jeffrey was in the hospital, a gunshot wound, and I was desperately trying to get a hold of you, I eventually did. TJ answered the phone. I'm sorry to say, Kelly, that I'm ashamed of you.
Well, I am not asking for your moral support. I make my own decisions now. I'm a grown woman.
You're a grown woman. Well, I thought you were. I also thought you were my daughter. But no daughter of mine would have slept with TJ that night. And I think you did. You slept with him, didn't you?
Are you sure you haven't seen this man anywhere?
I already told that other woman that I haven't seen him.
What other woman?
Some ditzy blonde maid.
A maid?
Don't stand there. You're bringing me bad luck.
Sorry.
I just talked to a waitress. It says a bellhop's been asking her if she sees Mason.
And she just told me that a maid is... It's Keith and Gina.
What, a bellboy and a maid?
Does this surprise you?
They must have seen the picture in the paper.
He's dead meat.
You're a tough lady. Did I ever tell you I like that?
Look, could you turn that up, please?
This is for you, Mr. Kaplan.
Difficult for the entire family.
Could you please tell our audience the nature of the reward you're offering?
The nature is $1 million to the person who gives me the information that directly results in bringing my son, Mason Kaplan, home.
$1 million? We gotta find him. You.
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 Repeat. is offering $1 million for the return of his son, Mason Capwell.
What you doing, darling? You watching those stories again?
No, it was nothing special, Sonny.
Well, then why don't you just come to Sonny, darling?